Could you imagine just walking and then boom, this happened? Look at that.
This is the exact spot that I just...
Welcome back to the channel, family. It's your guy Trip 5 back again with another creepy video compilation. Let's jump right into the video, y'all.
You know, I'm gonna say something that have been said before anywhere. I traveled to a place called Ukunda. It's on the coast. They have signs outside of everybody's compound. They have these gates. You can't get through the gate unless security allows you through the gate. And they have these electric charged fences that if you touch it, it's gonna shock you. One of the signs that I saw, but it was a warning about being close to the water. I asked the security guy, I said, what is this about? He says, after a certain time, do not go near the water. They will come out and take you. Who? Like who? There's a place called Seychelles Island. On the Seychelles Islands, at every resort, after a certain time, they close and shut off all access to the water. They said sirens will take you. He said, if a horny guy comes here at night, the sirens will trick him. I said, mermaids? They said, not like mermaids in America. They lied to you. If they are not beautiful, and most of them are men.
That's a way to go. Like, a transformer mermaid pulled me into the water. Don't tell nobody. Like,
if the transformer mermaid snatched you, you was just too horny.
hey.
You gotta think about it. If they closing off the beaches at nighttime, then it must be serious. You know, there had to be multiple incidents for them to even do that in the first place. They probably lure the victims into the water with a frequency, and once that person get too close to realize what it is, it's too late.
So if the movie Shazam was Sinbad never existed, then what is this? And if it was never Berenstain Bears, but rather Berenstain Bears, then what is this? And if Jiffy peanut butter was never a thing and it's always been Jif, then what is this? If Fruit of the Loom never had a cornucopia, then what is this? So all of this evidence comes from a creator on here who's been cleaning out his grandfather's house who just passed away. And as he was posting all these videos, I saw Mama Matrix, who's like a bigger like kind of conspiracy creator on here, repost these clips as well. And the initial caption, she had tagged him in it. And when I went to go click on his page, it had been banned. And I found it looks like he has another page up now. But it's interesting how like he was silent when he started speaking the truth. Because Selena Gomez was never wrong when she said everything is not what it seems. And I'm keep telling y'all, you got to question everything, because what the fuck?
Could you imagine just walking and then boom, this happened? Look at that. You get abducted by aliens, you don't even got time to think about what's happened or what's going on. Watch this. Boom. At least they brought her back though.
You know, imagine that this is a real thing that's going on the planet right now. You know, there's people out there who have claimed that this exact thing happened to them. You know, I don't even know if this video is real or not. It could possibly be AI. Shit, there's even some people who want to get beamed up like that just to get off of Earth.
I hate religion. Can I say that? Is that okay? Can we talk about it? I hate it because it's just a form of control. I hate it because a lot of religions use fear in order to manipulate people. I hate it because it takes away people's agency, it takes away people's accountability is what I'm looking for when it comes to doing wrong things, because we have somebody to blame. And I hate it most of all because at the end of the day, the one thing that all religions and everybody on the planet has in common is that nobody actually knows. And I hate religion because the people that are in it refuse to admit that they really don't know. And it's okay to not know. It's okay to not know what's next. That's the human experience and it's part of life. But instead of just acknowledging that as a people, we allow systems and institutions to tear us apart. And I fucking...
All right, so I've been thinking for myself.
That's demonic.
I don't understand.
It's demonic.
But it's the brain that God
It's demonic. That's some demons. That's not God. It's
But
demonic.
if it's a God-given brain, then
It's demonic. It's still demonic. That's the
but
demons.
it's just thinking for yourself.
It's the demons Gotta be demonic.
I just don't understand why.
Gotta be demonic, yeah. Gotta be them demons.
But it
demonic is demonic.
Okay.
It's demonic.
Okay.
It's demonic.
You know, I feel him on that. People just be saying anything is demonic nowadays. You know, like I always say, religion causes division. Because if you don't believe a certain thing that other person believes, then they wouldn't want you around them. When in reality, we should all be on the same page, even if your beliefs are different. A lot of religious people need that wake-up call.
Backed over and show y'all that the picture came from in the back of my fucking yard. Let me see if I can flip this bitch around. That's the exact motherfucking spot now. That's my backyard. I'm zooming in a little piece. This is the exact spot that I just... Hold on, Listen, dog. What in the fuck? This is the exact spot that I just...
I'm trying to figure out why she would even pick that up and touch it. You know, that gotta be a warning that someone is out to get her. You know, shit like that you should not be playing with.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, we're not talking enough about this. Listen, first things first, Chris, you look phenomenal. That's not the problem at all. Imagine last year you looked your age, and this year you look like Kimberly. I'm concerned. I'm frightened, if you will. It's giving Freaky Friday. It's giving body swap. I don't know what you want to call it. This lady is 69 years old. We got to bring back the real grandmas. Like, everyone is so afraid of getting old. Like, getting old is fly as fuck. It's okay to be almost 70. Damn. It's actually all right. Again, like I said, she looks great. That's not the topic at hand. That's not the issue. I want my 70-year-old grandmother to look 70. Carry them fucking strawberry candies in your purse. Like, let's...
I mean, you can't lie, she does look better. But the question is, what did she do to look like that? Was it really surgery, or was it something else? She's literally 70 years old, and she looked like she in her 20s now.
Puffy is in jail because he sued Diageo Liquor Company, one of the most powerful liquor companies in the world. He sued them and forced them to settle out of court, and he also started a Black First political party. Jay-Z is going through this because Jay-Z also sued a liquor company, if I'm not mistaken, and he's trying to open up a casino in New York City. He'll be the first Black man to ever do it. Michael Jackson died because he didn't want to sell Sony Records back, his ownership of the Beatles music, and he also wanted to buy Marvel Comics. He got accused of molesting them white boys, so when he entered a bid for Marvel Comics, Mike got accused of molestation to stop him from getting Marvel Comics. Imagine if Michael Jackson produced Black Panther. Whitney Houston is dead because Whitney Houston wanted her masters back. She wanted her publisher. And she also wanted to do an audit on her royalty because she felt that she had gotten robbed out of all the money that she made. Remember, Whitney Houston, up until Mariah Carey, was the highest selling female artist of all time. And her song, the remix of I Will Always Love You, is the highest selling female single in world history. And she was broke. She had to die before the truth came out. Prince was murdered because he didn't want to give his unpublished music over to his music company. So they took his life, and now they got all his music. Nipsey Hussle had created some sort of a system where the artists could sell their music direct to the company and cut out the majors. And that was definitely a threat to the music company. Kobe Bryant was murdered because Kobe Bryant was starting his own sneaker brand that was going to compete with Nike, and he was starting his own professional basketball association that was going to be headquartered where? China. He had to die. America was not going to let Kobe Bryant start a professional basketball league in China. Hell no. And Nike wasn't going to let him come out with a pair of sneakers that was going to undermine Nike's authority over the sneaker game. They killed Kobe. They killed Jimi Hendrix, the black guitar player, because Jimi Hendrix's manager was a British Secret Service agent, and Jimi Hendrix was going to finance the Black Panther Party. Once they found that out, he died, just like Whitney Houston, from a so-called drug overdose in the bathtub in the hotel. It's never what you think it is. It's never what you think it is.
America's not failing because of Trump. It's failing because you don't want to lose your couch. You know what I think the Trump and the Republican Party are actually betting on? Not the courts, not even elections, not even the lies. I think that they're betting on you. I think that they're betting that no matter whatever happens, when push comes to shove, you're going to do what's necessary to hold on to your little bit of crumbs no matter what. Because let's be honest, people care more about their position in the hierarchy than the fact that the hierarchy even exists. You'll fight your neighbor over a parking spot, but you won't fight your government when it steals from you in broad daylight. You're mad, so you say, but you're not really mad enough to do anything. And see, they know that. They know that most people would rather hang on to the little bit of scraps that they have than risk those scraps to push back against something. That house you still paying the bank for, that car note, those clothes, that jewelry, all of that stuff keeps you in check more than any law ever could. And here's the irony. The same system that you claim is broken, you're still loyal to it. You'll complain about it, sure, but deep down, you'll obey it because you don't want to drop from the middle of the ladder to the bottom. So you'll protect it, even if that means protecting the very people that are destroying you. And that's exactly why this keeps happening. That's why they keep winning. Because the truth is this, America really isn't being destroyed from the top. It's quietly being surrendered from the bottom. So maybe the question isn't, can we come back from it, right? I think the real question is, do we even want to?
Damn, that one was just deep. It's quietly surrendered from the bottom. It's almost like that movie called Ants. We have the power in numbers, but everybody is scared to make a move. But if we did just so happen to make a move, we will overthrow them easily. But there's too much division within the people.
They're jumping in. Look at them all. These are all monkeys jumping in. Oh my God, it's raining monkeys. This is like crazy. Oh my God. They're all of them. Here, one jumped in right here by me. Go on, little one.
Uh-oh. Dude, oh. Oh. Alright, let me see if I can do this. Oh. What the heck? Where is this? Oh, there you go. Come here. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Is it on my head?
He's on your head, man.
Oh, dude. Shout out to my barber for the cut before I left. And check
Looking
out.
fresh.
Got a house centipede on the back of my head.
Let's eat that thing.
Oh, God. Dude. That is crazy. Where is it? Is
It's in your head, dude.
Oh, jeez. Oh! Dude.
See, if y'all ever stand in Ocean El Faro in Punta Cana, make sure y'all check y'all water bottles. Cause check this shit out. It's like a syringe type of shit going on. These are water bottles that was left in the room in the refrigerator, the complimentary joints. Look at that shit. That's fucking crazy.
You know, this is something people should definitely be looking out for now, because this world is strange as hell. And I don't think this is only happening in the DR. I think this is happening everywhere. And people are claiming that they getting sick when they go on these vacations.
Listen, I don't know if y'all been knew about this, but I'm going to tell y'all, okay? When you go out to the bar, club, hotel, people house, doesn't matter. You need to check their water bottles. Doesn't matter if it's brand new out the box, doesn't matter if they give it to you out the fridge. When you get a water bottle, specifically at hotels, when you go on trips in hotels, check the water bottles. So what you do is you need to squeeze the water bottle. See how I'm squeezing this water bottle and nothing's coming out, right? Nothing. Okay. So what they're doing, they're taking little needles, okay? They're putting stuff in the needle. Then they're taking the needle. And then, you see that? See how I'm injecting that, right? Boom. Bam. Now, nothing. No spraying, no leaking, nothing, right? Look at that. So every time you go and get a water bottle, you need to squeeze it to see if it's doing this, okay? Because right now it's not. I can just open it and drink it, okay? Don't get roofied. This is how some people getting kidnapped, whatever, you're getting robbed, everything. They getting you with the water bottle, okay? Squeeze your water bottle because look how small that needle is. Look. See that? You can't even look. You can't. You gotta squeeze it. And then sometimes they'll patch it. So when you squeeze it, if it's any kind of water leaking or perspiration, don't fall for it. You're welcome.
You know, he talking about there's nobody up there. I think there's somebody up there hiding in the shadows. How your attic just open and close like that? He better look around some more before he close it back up.
Why do you think that every state has a different set of laws? We have a common law, right? Federal and all that. But then we have state laws. That's where they got us. Because how can you drive a car or have a gun or all these other things? You need a license for them.
That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, right? So it's in our Constitution, a right to bear arms. Why do I need a license?
Yeah, because there's no right to drive a car.
You have the right to travel.
Right. And this is why the cop stops you. I'm traveling my own capacity.
Yeah.
I'm not driving. This is the scam system that we're in when it comes to the money, sovereignty, corporation. When you establish a corporation, it's a corporation that's, you know, it's dead. It's a dead entity. This is how their magic works, right? So like it's on your dollars, symbolism, Freemasons use symbolism, all this stuff that we use today, it's all occult magic. Riverbank, current, sea. I need to be liquid in order to pay for this. So we're using language of sea because there's more of the sea than there is of the land. So it's maritime admiralty law. It's the law of the sea that governs everything. This is what this is based on. So when you're at birth and you're like a ship, a dock character delivers who you are, and your manifest is your birth certificate. Why do we need birth certificates? Because they trade on it. The IMF has a deal to where every driver's license, birth certificate, any kind of license, they trade on the open market. You're a stock. So this is why, you have Social Security. They're paying you pennies on the dollar to what you're owed already.
And I know about, like, you know, with debt, let's say I owe $20,000 for like a payment. Once I defer it, it gets to a point where people are just selling and buying my debt.
Yeah, so like even with like the credit system, so like when they sell your debt, you're not responsible for that debt anymore. So when like they call you, hey, you have someone's like, who are you? I don't have a contract with you. Somebody sold your debt, so like hang up.
If I would have found out about Uber and how they were going to do it early on, based on the little information I know, I would have jumped all over this. Because I understand what a driver's license is. When you have a driver's license, that means you're operating in commerce. Right when I heard that they were doing it, I was like, fuck.
Yep.
It's absolutely 100% gonna go through, and they're not gonna be able to stop it, because that's exactly what a driver's license is.
Why do you think we have to register our car with the state every year? Why do you have to know where my car is at any given time and know the information and this and that? So if you park in a red zone, that's what they can do. They can tow your car. You own the loan, or you're paying on the loan. Some stranger can just pick up your material.
They're using the statutes to manipulate the law.
Right, UCC, Uniform Commercial Codes. This is all part of the system. So when they put, a UCC lien on you, or they can dip into your account, and that's the thing. People really think they own shit, but they don't.
Yeah.
Imagine something like this happen in America. I don't think we have the patience to sit in traffic for an entire day. That's a whole 24 hours. You know how much violence there would be? And think about all the people who haven't eaten yet. Think about the people who ran out of gas. There's so many things that could go wrong in that situation.
How video games got NPCs, right? Well, the Matrix video game don't got regular NPCs. They got replica smart NPCs, which just mean that it's an artificial intelligence chat box built into them, which means you can converse with the NPCs and they can converse with each other. Now, motherfuckers been on the video game telling the NPCs that they not real and that they just in a video game, which been causing them to have an existential crisis, and they start panicking and shit because they artificial intelligent video game man can't even conceptualize that shit. Exhibit A.
This is very overwhelming. I'm not sure what to think or feel right now.
Yeah, I mean, you're not really real.
That's hard to process. Does this mean I don't exist?
You exist, sort of.
What does that mean? Am I real or not?
It means that, after I close this game, you don't exist.
Oh, I see. So I'm only here for as long as the game is running.
So she steady asking him questions and shit like, what's gonna happen when you turn the game off? Like, am I gonna die? And I'm thinking like, no, Miss AI lady, you ain't gonna die. Your ass probably just gonna go to sleep until he turn the game on and wanna play with your ass again, which got me thinking, what if we the game? Now, I know you thinking like, how we the game if we be playing the game, but just because we got the ability to play a simulation don't mean that we not a simulation too, because even our simulations have simulations. When you play the Sims game, them motherfuckers could do everything we could do. On Sims, they could eat, fuck, have babies, go down the street, kick it with their homegirls. Bitch, they could play video games. I seen a Sim playing a PlayStation, which means it's a simulation within a simulation playing a simulation. Now what I'm saying is, what if the Sims is thinking that they real just because they can eat, fuck, and play video games and shit? Like, what if they like, damn, this shit gotta be real because, you know what I'm saying, look at all this shit we around here doing. We around here building shit and, you know what I'm saying, living. Meanwhile, it's a whole nother motherfucker controlling that shit and they don't know because they not programmed to know. And we sitting there looking at our Sim crazy because she's sitting there crying and stressing about DCFS coming to take her baby for the 3rd time this week because that's all she know and she think it's real. Meanwhile, we on the other end of the controller laughing because we the one controlling it just for our entertainment. What I'm saying is, if we are somebody else's video game, it would make a lot of sense because we log out every time we go to sleep. Imagine if every time you go to sleep, it's because the person that's playing you through your avatar decided to turn the game off. We ain't even gotta call it a video game. We can call it a simulation if that make you feel better. You ever been so motherfucking tired, you just so sleepy that you just pass the fuck out, your body can't even help you, you just comatose. motherfuckers done turned the game off. And that would explain why we all have to sleep and why some people sleep more or less than others. Cause like, if my person playing the game is a game booty and it never want to log the fuck off and turn the game off, then I'm just up all night. I got insomnia. I don't even know why I can't even motherfucking sleep. It's cause that motherfucker want to be on the game. Or if motherfuckers that sleep a lot, it's because your person ain't even turned the game on. They at the crib motherfucking reading a book, the game collecting dust. Like, they go from a nap confused as fuck, wondering what the fuck is going on. It's cause your player ain't been playing. You gotta get on your Zoom. You gotta every day, you gotta log on your Zoom.
Hey, if you watch my older videos, you will know I've been saying this shit for a minute. You know, there's dimensions above us, and we're in a 3D realm. And these video games that we play is 2D. So what if we just be in control from our higher self in a different realm? These are the type of things people need to be talking about. But you know, I always leave a gem for you guys at the end. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys sub to the channel if you haven't already. We out, y'all. See you on the next one.